Anyway, rant over. I am sorry. You still over there? You are under the table. What are you?
You're trying to fix things.
You are working so hard, and I let you down, man. I'm sorry, EK. I don't have anything to talk about today.
Trying to fix stuff.
Oh, you saved my life, man. Did you see that video of the cop?
I did. You want to? You want me to pull it up?
Yeah, go ahead and pull it up if you can. It's kind of interesting because I guess we kind of got to watch it first before I talk about it, because I saw it and I was like, this is too perfect. Everything got caught on camera. That's like, this has got to be staged. Every time I look at that sign, I want to call that printer. You know what? That cost me $150. I mean, he argued it technically is spelled right. It's just the calligraphy. Okay. You found it. Nice. Awesome. You got to back it up because you got to see like the beginning. Or did I do the beginning? Is that the beginning? Okay, yeah. This guy is cuffed and the cop starts choking on his gum. And I
didn't think they were allowed to chew gum while they're working.
They shouldn't. It's unprofessional.
I didn't think they were allowed to.
It's possible that they are not allowed to, and he did anyway. I don't know if you know this, but cops are fallible people.
They are human.
They are human after all. And I understand if you're dealing with the public and stuff, you want your mouth to be minty fresh, because you don't want to be the guy who cuffs a guy for, I don't know, like marijuana possession or something like that. You bring him into prison, and that perp is sitting there saying, man, you got Officer Dragon Breath over there. He's foul breath in my face the whole time as he's arresting me. Next thing you know, all your coworkers are bringing you mints and stuff like that. Anyway, I understand you want to be minty fresh, but this guy's apparently arrested for some reason. The cop starts choking on gum, and let's see what happens. It's like, I'm going to be out, but his body cam was probably on, and my face is the last thing they see, so they're probably going to come after me no matter what. Give me your keys, officer. I'll help you. So he hands him the keys. I don't know. I wonder what cops think about this. Should you do this? Like, I understand you're choking, bro. But I want to talk about this video because of what happens. Because every moment can be a training moment. You know what I'm saying? It's something I learned in the Navy. It's like every moment can be a training moment. He can hardly breath. Man helps him onto his feet. See, now here's the thing. If you're going to do the Heimlich maneuver, you need to get that vest off. But unfortunately, if you're a perp, why do they segment these? Why do they segment these videos? Is there a part 2? Anyway, see, that is not how you do a stop it. Can you stop it? That is not how you do a Heimlich maneuver. First of all, he has that vest on, all right, and you're wrapped around his chest. All right, he's got the vest on, so you can't really get up under the diaphragm, up under the rib cage if he's got a vest on. I understand you're a perp. You were just arrested by the guy, and the guy's choking, and you get out of your cuffs, and the first thing you do is start taking off his clothes. Comes off a little creepy. Just you do your best not to have a boner, And so you start taking off his clothes, and you get the Heimlich. You got to get up under the diaphragm, under the sternum, and lean him over, and it's like a upward thing. You don't just pick him up and throw him back down, jackass. But I mean, if any train can get you there, it works. So you can keep going. It's important to learn how to do the Heimlich maneuver properly, because it could have turned out poorly for this officer if he is.
It looks like he's trying to slide his arm down lower. It's just he keeps going up the vest.
Yeah, the vest, exactly. But you know, when you're rubbing on the guy's butt like that, you probably already have a boner. You don't want to start taking clothes off. Watch how perfect this is. Up and then down, boom. Perfect shot. The gum came out. You got lucky, officer, and he knows it. But what do you think happens next? What do you think happens next? Yeah, he was out of air for like a minute and a half.
Better let that man go.
Yeah. But here's what I like about this. Not only did they catch the gum coming out perfectly in this, but what happens, this is why I think this is staged. So the guy goes back and brings the cuffs, turns around to be arrested again. But no, he said, "Thank you, sir. It's okay.
You have a good day. Thank you.
You have a good day. Thank you. You saved my life."
You just saved my life.
Now here's the thing. Why was this guy originally arrested? If he were arrested for like a theft Like, say he like shoplifted from Walmart or something like that. There's lots of videos like that on the internet. So, if he was originally arrested for theft, that means that the officer has to report something to Walmart. You know, he's responsible to a third party. But if he just saw this guy walking down the street and like, hey, you know, I saw you put that blunt in your pocket, you know, mind if I search you, get your ID, stuff like that. If it was something like that, then it's certainly the cop's discretion to let him go. And if some guy saves your life, when he could have just ran, you know, I think it's absolutely the kind thing to do especially if it's something petty and, you know, I was just bored that day anyway. And at the end of the day, I think cops are not necessarily too concerned about marijuana. I have a strong suspicion that this is a marijuana arrest because of the way he lets him go. And so they have some discretion in that regard. Additionally, you know, people want to say, oh, you know, cops and the public, you know, don't have good relations. And I think, you know, at the end of the day, we're both human beings. We're all human beings, I should say. And even if watching somebody choke to death is not fun. I don't know if you can imagine it. Not that I've ever seen that. But it takes considerably longer than you might think for someone to suffocate. I don't know how I know. I can't divulge that, but it's not pleasant. And additionally, we're all human beings. Like, yeah, you may want to run. I'm in cuffs, but I may want to run. But it's just a weed charge over a guy's life. And even criminals, I think, understand the priorities, you know. It's like, I may be shoplifting, but I'm not going to sit here and watch this kid get snatched by this weird guy. You know what I'm saying? That there's like a hierarchy of right and wrong, even in the criminal community.